So for the first time, are these people really talking louder than the guy on the microphone? Are you kidding me? Hey, I know it's your birthday, Tori, but I'm trying to do a television YouTube show. All right? I know you want to celebrate and like, hey, I'm doing a TikTok birthday video, but I'm trying to do a video here, okay? They're not even paying attention to what I'm saying. First time nobody wants to be a part of the TexAgs Rewind. That's fine. Just leave. Get out of here. Bye, Meredith. Thank you. Thank you for playing. I don't even remember what's on the show because I'm so appalled. I got to look up my notes. So we had 21 and 21, number 7 Jaylon Jones. I'm expecting a huge year out of him. Stephen McGee on the A&M defense is going to be incredible this year. And we also caught up with Rocky Bernard. It was fun to talk about his time with A&M, but also winning that Super Bowl and what Eli Manning meant to that team. Lots to get into here on the TexAgs Rewind. Number 7, Jaylon Jones.
Golly, Jaylon Jones, man, that guy he could be number 1 this time next year.
He could be.
I mean, go back to two memories. Number 1, early in the Alabama game, gets beat by John Mechie. Okay, that's going to happen, especially when you're in your second game as a collegiate. Then fast forward, he continually got better. Fast forward to the Orange Bowl. And I remember a play. I think it was in the third quarter, but I could be wrong. But Jaylon Jones is covering a guy going to the out, toward the flag, toward the pylon. Sam Howell then thinks his tight end is going to be open, not down the seam but close. And Jaylon Jones reads it, comes off his man, and makes a diving breakup of the pass. And you're thinking, I'm watching that and thinking, that's otherworldly. That's what elite cornerback play is, not just covering your man to where the quarterback says, okay, that's not the guy, that's not the read because he's covered. I'm going to go to this guy, and he reads it and comes off, and he comes out diving and knocks the ball away, and it could have been a touchdown. That's an example of the progress that he made last year, from going from, hey, I'm a guy not long out of high school finding my way, to I'm a guy at the end of my freshman year making elite cornerback plays. And I think you're going to see more of the elite cornerback plays than you are the occasional, getting beat like every cornerback does for the rest of this guy's career.
Looking at his
which will be 2 more years.
30 tackles last year, 1 for loss, 7 passes defended, 1 interception in 10 games. He played so well. And when you're in the secondary, when you're a defensive back, that is a position that takes time to really understand opposing offenses. You see it all the time in the NFL. When you get to a higher level of offensive play and higher level, it's not like you can just turn it on right away. His talent shined last year in such a limited time. As a first-year starter, I was just very happy with the way he developed. And I think, as you mentioned, next year he might be that top defender.
I mean, he could. He's really, really good.
What a phenomenal first year for him last year. Just your thoughts on the player he was last year and where his potential is going to be this year.
And he had so many bright moments, and I think he took some big steps. Early weeks, he looked at times he was a little out of place and got beat deep, typical for a young guy. But then at the end of the year, you're seeing him make some phenomenal plays. And those are the type of big time explosive plays, if you will, at a cornerback position that will help this defense really take the next step. If you look at one position defensively that we've not necessarily had a lack of talent at, but we just had a lack of production at. I think you could argue the corner position has been one of our bigger lack of production, if you will. I don't know why that is, because we've had corners go on and play in the NFL and had good careers. It just at A&M didn't work for whatever reason. We were giving up a lot of explosive plays. So I think the Achilles heel offensively is almost the same as what it is defensively. Is at that corner position, and Jaylon Jones to me is the key to solidifying that. I mean, we have some really good young guys, and he was probably the bright spot in my opinion last year, especially with of all the youth that came in on the defensive side of the ball on the back end. So I'm optimistic that he can have a huge impact on Mike Elko's defense.
Yeah, I think he already has, and I think he's just going to get better.
Yeah, I'm just excited about him. I mean, 1 year in the books. Hey, so we have this question for the show today, Steven. Just give me a stone-cold lock prediction about this defense. It can be anything. It can be it's going to lead the SEC in interceptions. What is something, and if you need a minute to gather your thoughts, Obi, remind us what was yours?
Well, my number one call was that A&M will have its best pass rush since 2017 with a healthy Clemens and DeMarvin and the inside guys like PV and McKinley Jackson. And there's Tyree Johnson. There's so many guys, so much depth behind them that I believe is going to be able to get to the passer as well.
And you also had a follow-up to that, too. It was connected with it.
Right. And because of that, I think you'll see A&M's number of turnovers forced spike. I think you're going to see a team with more interceptions than they've had in a while and maybe even more fumbles because as I'm sure Steven knows or would agree, most fumbles occur when you have a quarterback getting sacked.
How about your time in the NFL? Just such a great career there, and just some of your best memories from playing there.
I went to I got drafted to Seattle, and had a few Aggies there. Jacob Green was from A&M, and Sam Adams. So when I got there, it was like, we love A&M guys. We love A&M guys. So, Seattle's a special place too. It's absolutely beautiful. And, we did something that hadn't been done. We went to a Super Bowl and we lost, but, that was a great time, to be around Seattle. And then I was a free agent and went to New York, and, we ended up going to the Super Bowl then, and with a team that nobody really knew, and we were able to win a Super Bowl. So actually, we're having our 10th year reunion up there this year. So it's kind of crazy. It's 10 years we're gone by, but yeah, it was a special time in the NFL.
At what point in that game, because that was that special year for the Patriots, at what point in that game you're like, dude, we got this. This is our game?
Probably not until the last 3 zeros were on the clock. I mean, it's never, in those types of games, it's never over. And so, yeah, once I saw the confetti coming down, it's really hit me like, oh, my God, we won. What?
Hey, can you shed a little light on Eli as a leader? Some people like to bag on him a little bit, but you played there with him, and just what he meant to that Super Bowl run and then again later?
Yeah, he, the person sometimes when you see Eli on camera, he was really different behind closed doors. He was really, he led the team, and he made it really known, what we came to do. I remember Super Bowl week, he stood up in the meeting and was like, listen, you guys can go vacation and party and do all these other things. Look, go look around any other time of the year. But for this week, we're coming to win the game. And that was what it was all about, So he was really an incredible guy.
Who took you under your wing when you told us about your time at Seattle, but when you got to A&M, who was the big brother, if you will, in that locker room when you got to Aggie Land?
To me, well, I would probably say, because I played defensive line, so it was really like Zarek Rollins, Brad Crowley, Marcus Hurd. Those guys were all the seniors. We followed guys like Dan Campbell, Steve McKinney was there, Dad Wynn, we had incredible leadership those years. So when I came up, it was like, it was a different era then. They didn't mess around. They were all about winning and doing things the right way.
What do you think about Dan, the job he's doing there in Detroit, and just bringing that fire and that spirit to the Lions?
It's just like he's a player, still a player, as a coach. He just, that's just how Dan was. I tell funny stories about Dan all the time. He didn't mess around, and he joked around like that, like he does at his press conferences. So I'm pretty sure he'll do a great job over there.
All right, guys, we're going to make it real simple since nobody wants to be a part of this show. Tomas, what are we supposed to do?
Smash the like button.
Thank you. Tori, what else are they supposed to do?
Smash the subscribe button.
Yes,
and then comment down below your favorite part of the show.
How about this? For the 37th person that says happy birthday, Tori, on this video, Tori will give you a virtual high five on our next TexAgs Rewind. That work for you?
There you go.
We'll even say your name. It won't be tomorrow because she's taking the day off because she's a 2%er. Kidding, it's her birthday. Thank you for watching.